we are just patiently waiting for the first ever 2026 update for Bleach Soul Resonance. I mean, so far the game has been performing really good. It's been performing extremely good. The developers are communicating, things are being worked on, we are getting some fixes, good changes coming about. Overall, the future for this game is looking extremely bright. We just need to keep we just need the developers to keep going with how they're handling things. Now, with that being said, I feel like something will be addressed a lot sooner, just so that it kind of simmers down the CM player base. So I mean, it's a no-brainer in terms of how well this game has been doing. I think within the first 10 days we managed to generate 8 mil, and then with the official month being complete, it ended off with 10 mil, right? So just to give you guys numbers, the recent month that had just gone throughout December, yeah, 10.5. That's what we mentioned. Bleach went up by 3 spots, which is huge for this game. It's kind of like, okay, we kind of expected a new game. It's always going to succeed and do decently well, and that's kind of a fair statement to make, of course. It all really comes down to now the longevity side of it continuing going forward, right? This is kind of a little bit of a breakdown so you guys can see where majority of the money is coming from, and no brainer, it's CN. CN is just spanking money when it comes to this game, of course. And so I don't know if it's actually said on global, but obviously I do play on CN. There's always a survey that's always there for me to fill out, so it seems that the developers are always keen on getting feedback from the player base. Now, the reason why I'm here right now, I'm making this video, is because obviously I do play the CM. So I'm also, well, I do see what global players are saying, but I am also tapped in with the CM player base. So I'm in some group chats, I'm always seeing the responses, comments and whatnot from the CM player base. And reason why is because, again, a huge portion of this game in terms of the revenue that they make is coming from the CN side of it. Obviously, with the 10.5 mil, I just want to clarify, this isn't adding in the web shop that's also available for this game. That is, I think, global available and CN available. So there is a web shop. So just an FYI, this game is making way more than 10.5 mil. Just want to clarify that. This is just on mobile devices. So like I said, I'm tapped in, and it's only recently where I'm starting to see CN players being like, I'm bored. What do I do? There's nothing really much to do. There's a lot of them wanting PvP. That's what I'm trying to get at. Some, not even PvP. I saw a few of them talking about how they should maybe implement some form of multiplayer co-op system where it's done within a raid of some sort, right? Kind of bringing in kind of like an MMO genre of like online play to this game. And I'm just like, okay, so realistically, what we're trying to get at and what the CM players really want to be catered to next in terms of some form of content for this game is online play. Preferably PvP, because that is just disgustingly loved by CM players. And again, I'm just going off from where the most money is at. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure people even globally would want that type of play, right? PvP, surely. Just to put it in numbers for you, Naruto Mobile is a full-on PvP game, FYI, and I mean, you guys can check back on the revenue charts. Naruto Mobile is like always top 10, always top 10. We're about to celebrate the 10th anniversary with Jubito, so I suspect we'll probably we might break top 5 with Naruto Mobile. So yeah, and again, that is so heavy on PvP. Now, obviously PvP has to be done right. It's something that they can't just kind of throw in there, and because I feel like with the mechanics for how this game works, it might need to be altered slightly in a way, because right now with the characters that we're getting, the movesets on how they work and the gameplay to factor in, it's going to be complete chaos. So it's something that they have to look into, but I think with the start of a new year that it needs to be mentioned, it needs to be acknowledged. Reason being is because, like I said, with comments that I've read, there are CM players that are not logging in as often, slowly drifting away. Some people have actually quit, More so of the case of the PvE content that the game has right now, it's kind of not up to scratch in terms of engagement, right? It's fairly done, quick and easy. Even with the events that they release, I mean, to be fair, and I guess you can factor in the whole 3 weeks wait. I mean, again, from a personal perspective, I genuinely prefer the 3 weeks wait, but I can understand to those that are spending a ridiculous amount of money on this game and are just wanting more in such a short period of time. I get that. Hence why maybe the skin Ulquiera and Grimjow fight could be something special. That's also another thing. Maybe they should kind of consider doing some type of like even tougher content, and not for the sake of adding rankings or rewarding people, just for the Giga Whales. Because I can't remember what it was, but there is a game out there that I can't remember what it was, but developers would add like a extreme difficult mode, and it was just for the Giga Whales to see if they could do it, right? Kind of testing them. So I think that could be a nice thing to add. But either way, PvP is the biggest talk right now on the CM player base. That's the biggest request right now from what I've been seeing. Again, a few of them have voiced their opinions on doing some form of online play at the very least, getting, you know, teams involved, not just kind of having individual fights and then having scores kind of put together, right? You know, if you search for a game, you hop into a game, you start fighting the boss, and you got your other teammates beside you, of course, that type of online play. But right now, yeah, there is a bit of a, I wouldn't say there's that big of an uproar. I think people are giving it time, but the word is getting around. But yeah, that's kind of what's going down from what I've been reading, again, with one of the group chats I'm in, of people just bored, I guess, and complaining a little bit and wanting a little bit more in the PvE side of it, which, you know, I get. I honestly do believe, because I think it kind of worked quite nicely when I used to play solo leveling Arise, is that they really should consider doing like a separate, very difficult, like, do some form of boss fight. I mean, they can actually bring it in for the Gins event, but I mean, they've already got his stuff lined up, so I guess it's a little bit too late. But like, the Ulquiera fight in the game itself is pretty tough already with the story side of it, right? So bringing him as an event boss, they should, right at the end, make it so that like a very, very difficult stage is available, just for the sake of seeing if people can do it, right? To kind of keep the whales, I guess, occupied, of course, because again, it's quite nicely done with solo leveling Rise, with like an example like the Worker of Brilliant Light, of course. Doing the hardest difficulty boss fight on that one is actually pretty tricky, even for the whales. So yeah, I don't know, that's just kind of like food for thought on what they can do for PvE wise. But I think for 2026 they should really look into, as in like the next big thing for this game, some form of online play. If they can do PvP, then God bless them, but they got to perfect it. But at the very least, if they can bring some form of co-op raid play going on, that'd be pretty cool, outside of like what we have right now in terms of generating points, right? So I don't know, just something to keep the player base engaged and occupied, because obviously with PvE type games, you really have to be on the ball. You really have to be on the ball, because again, people can just lose. That's why I say with PvP games, it's more easier and a little bit more laid back for the developers, because it's like that competitiveness that's kind of keeping people playing, engaging. I mean, that's it. That is genuinely it for Naruto Mobile. A new character releases, I get that character, and I'm playing PvP, 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 PvP. I don't even care about PvE. I don't even play some of the PvE content. I'm just like PvP, 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 day in, day out. Developers are just laid back, like, yep, give them a good solid month and then we'll release the next character. I'm not kidding you. I'm pretty sure it's even longer for a character to release on Naruto Mobile. So if people are complaining about a 3-week span, Naruto Mobile has like a 5-6 week span. I'm pretty sure it's pretty crazy in terms of how long you actually have to wait for a new character to release. So yeah, I'm just yeah, food for thought. But that's what CN games are doing right now, and hence why a lot of CN players are really more interested in online play. But again, this also affects global players, because I'm sure global players will also want some form of online play, and including PvP. I just specifically talk about CN is because that's where the most money is at. So yeah.